Cheeseburger backpack! Cheeseburger backpack! So for this video, I'm trying something a little bit different. Instead of my usual picture jokes that I do, what I'm mainly going to do is I'm just going to show parts of the episodes in the review. So after the episode, if you guys want, comment down below and tell me what you think. Should I stick with this format or should I stay with the original way where I just do a bunch of jokes with the pictures? Can't wait to hear what you guys say, and yeah, let's start. So this is Steven Universe Episode 3. Cheeseburger backpack. Oh my gosh, this one was funny. Definitely one of the more funny ones, but also one of the more bizarre ones. Pretty much to make it quick. Okay, so Steven gets a new package, and it turns out to be a cheeseburger backpack that he wanted to show to Gems because he thought it was all cool and stuff. And yeah, this kind of ends up leading to one thing that kind of got my attention when he was showing them the backpack. I couldn't help but notice the animation was a little creepy.
I blew it. I was just gonna wear it one day, and you guys would be like, "Dang, Steven, that's so cool."
Good God! Boy, what did they do to you? You look weird. I mean, anyone else notice that the animation is a little off or creepy looking? Now, this is actually one thing that I kind of notice about most Cartoon Network shows when they start off, is the first couple of episodes, you do kind of tend to notice the animation's a little kinda. The reason being is because usually how it works is sometimes, especially with kid shows, they would give the chance to multiple animators, especially in Cartoon Network, where pretty much they let different animators give it a shot until they kind of have a mainstay animation. You tend to notice this with shows like Adventure Time, where Finn's hat or Finn's body or Jake or some of the other characters in Adventure Time, they look kind of different for some reason in each episode. That's the reason, because we have multiple different animators giving a shot, like having their chance at showing them, okay, here's how the show would look if I were in charge of animation. So that's kind of what's going on here in this show. So moving on, the Gems, they have to go on a mission, and Steven, he wants to join. So Amethyst convinces Pearl to let Steven come by, so he starts getting everything in the room, packing it up in his cheeseburger backpack for some reason. I mean, I don't know how long these missions usually take. So he packs everything up, and it's funny what he packs up, because he just packs up a bunch of really useless stuff. One thing was when he packed up the first aid kit, but then he replaced it with this doll. By the way, this doll is super funny due to the fact that all the weird stuff says like, "Stop strangling me, kid."
Kid, don't shake me.
Mr. Queasy!
Oh, I got a medical condition.
You're definitely gonna come in handy.
And I'm like, it does kind of give you a sense, though, that Steven isn't exactly the brightest one around. You see later on that the excuse of Steven being a kid is not exactly useful due to the fact that there are multiple kids in the show that are way smarter than Steven. So yeah, no offense to you, buddy, but you ain't the sharpest shed in the shed. Fail. So after packing up Steven and the Gems, they head off to the Sea Spire, this huge temple place, and you kind of get a sort of a Mario Castle, Zelda dungeon vibe from it. They see that it's super old, super rickety, so they go through all these trials trying to get to the very top so that they could complete their mission. And we notice that each time, Steven always has some answer that's better than any of them that they could think, especially Pearl. Every time he makes it work, except for this one part with the raft, which that was actually kind of funny. And one thing that I kind of enjoy, especially in the ending of this episode, I'm not a big fan of how every single kid show, whether animated or not, they always make it that, oh, when this one character's plan, who usually doesn't work, suddenly his works all the time. It just like, it constantly works and nothing bad happens. But no, in this one it has, I'm not going to say a sort of realism, more of a sense of, okay, not all your plans are going to work, and you know what, that's fine. That shows, okay, he's not perfect, none of us are perfect, and honestly, I enjoyed that.
Good idea anyway, Steven.
Yeah, they can't all be winners.
And before all the people in the fandom who starts commenting and stuff, yes, I do agree that Garnet is such a boss!
Talk to corporate, approve memos, lead a workshop, remember birthdays, direct workflow.
And Garnet, if you move to the ceiling and strike this exact spot.
And she's part Spider-Man?
My own bathroom, micromanage, promote synergy, hit on Deborah, get rejected.
So at the end of the episode, they get to the top of the Sea Spire. When they get to the summit, where they have to put the special statue that Steven was supposed to bring, and then they realize he left it. Wow. So Steven decides, with actually kind of clever, he takes out the doll and puts it on the shrine to see if it'll work.
Everyone, keep steady.
Well, that worked. So, in the end, after all that work, the place got destroyed. Wow. I mean, after all that, like, going past all those trials and the apparently dangerous crystal shrimp, which, by the way, I'm surprised of that whole bagel thing. What was that about?
With my
Bagel sandwich!
Brilliant.
Oh, hey, what do you know? How did you know that would work?
Well, if I were a shrimp, that's what I would do.
I wonder what I would want if I were a crystal shrimp. Actually, there's so many questions I have about the crystal shrimp right now. Like, what about it makes it so dangerous? And do all shrimp just want a cheese bagel? Like, apparently cheese bagel is the crystal shrimp's god, holy bread thing or something.
Eat a bagel, eat a bagel, eat a bagel. Swallow sadness, set some faxes.
Steven just, I don't know. This was one of those weird episodes, but at the same time, yeah, the place got destroyed, and the raft comes back out of nowhere, which was really funny. And it just, okay, 3 out of 4. Okay. So they go home, and that's really it. Yikes. So in the end, interesting episode. I'm not sure if it's like one of the higher ups, mainly due to the fact that the animation was still kind of creepy and it was odd. The way they put the lesson, though, was really clever, very good. I honestly enjoy it. I don't feel like kid shows give that kind of message enough. So it is something really nice to see that, hey, not everything you do will work out. But you know what, like, there are consequences, but also it might not be as bad as you think. But El Hero is pretty bad. I mean, the whole place is destroyed. It's a ancient piece of gem history. So yeah, that's pretty much dead, and it's all Steven's fault. So guys, tell me down below what you think about this episode. What do you think we can expect? Will the Sea Spire come back? Will the gems be able to fix things? Will Amethyst finally make that omelet from that egg she actually broke in the refrigerator? No idea, but we'll find out. So guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And just, yeah, tell me what you guys think. I'll make sure to get back to you guys soon with some more vlogs coming up. There should be a new one tomorrow. And remember, soon I'm going to be having my very first top 10 list. Or top number. I'm not doing that again. Okay? I'm not. Yeah. It's going to be a top list of something. I'm not telling you what it's going to be about. See ya!
Lawsuit, no promotion. Fifth of vodka. Shit on Deborah's desk. Buy a gun.
Cheeseburger backpack. Cheeseburger backpack. Cheeseburger backpack.
It's a 3-hour paddle home.
Anyone want a wet bagel?
Like a boss.